So, the title of this video is a lie. Gear definitely does matter, but not so much in the way that you think it does. Let's talk about it. Alright, let me articulate the motivation behind this video. Recently, and by recently I mean 6 months ago, 7 months ago, 8 months ago, I don't know, sometime this year, I sold my 30 megapixel camera and switched down to a 12 megapixel camera. Now, I can already hear the imaginary comments under this video telling me, Shelby, you can't use 12 megapixels professionally. Your clients are gonna know. How are they gonna print things? How are they gonna use them for web? But the truth of the matter is, they won't know. If your image is clean and in focus and clearly shows what the client wants, they're not gonna care what you shot it on. That is why this video is called Gear Doesn't Matter, because really, it doesn't in that way. Now, I know there's situations where you need higher resolution if you're a working professional in the commercial world, or if you shoot weddings. It is incredibly nice to be able to crop in, because you can give the client more deliverables without taking extra photos. Instead of shooting 20 photos and delivering 20 photos, I can shoot 20 wide photos and then crop in 200, 300%. And suddenly I've got another photo that doesn't look like I just ripped off the first one. More money. But for what most of you guys do, posting photos on a social media platform that compresses them already, I can pretty much guarantee that most people are not going to know whether you shot something on an iPhone or a DSLR. For example, what do you guys think? Which one was shot on my phone and which one was shot on my camera? Trick question, neither of them. They were both shot on my phone. That's what I'm talking about. You guys can't tell anyway. Stop wasting your money on expensive cameras that don't make your photos any better. Let's touch on the technical aspect real quick. What kind of gear do you need to shoot professionally? Assuming that's what you guys are going for. First off, in the professional world, clients have a certain expectation for deliverables, okay? That being said, technology has reached a point where the consumer output is not the same benchmark that clients require for deliverables. A great example of this would be 4K. 4K has been out for several years now, and it's like the consumer benchmark, but most clients still only require a deliverable in 1080p. The benchmark for consumer goods is far higher than the benchmark for most marketing deliverables. Have I said deliverables enough? I feel like I've said it so many times now. The goodies that you give your clients. Is 4K necessary? Not at all. Is it helpful? Sometimes. Don't get me wrong, I love drooling over 4K footage, seeing the crispy lines of someone's colorful iris. What's more important is your ability to tell a story. This brings me to my next point. What should you be focusing on? Storytelling is what sells your work to people, is what resonates with people. And honestly, if you're not spending your time trying to grow your art and progress your vision, then what are you doing? Anyone can pick up a camera and take a photo. Technology is that good. People can take bangers on iPhone. Do you have that bocaliciousness, but all of the other basic elements of photography are askew? Did you nail exposure, focus? Is your image blurry at all? Why would I want 100 megapixels to zoom into a blurry photo or an out of focus photo? Don't want the client zooming into that. These are the things you can work on with any kind of gear. Going along with that, having the latest and greatest gear might actually be stunting your ability to grow. One, you're spending a poop ton of money on gear that's not making your photos any better. That's the reality of it. Your photos still suck, they just suck in higher resolution. Instead, spend some money on traveling. Spend some money on a course that's going to teach you skills that are going to be more beneficial, like how to light a scene, how to color grade, how to work with models. There's so many things that you could learn that would make you a much better photographer than buying a new piece of gear that's literally going to do nothing for you except make you tingly inside. And this brings me to my summary of this video and the ultimate reason for making it, and that is to tell you what camera you should get. And the answer for that is very simple. Get a camera that makes you want to go out and shoot. You will progress far more quickly than people that buy $4,000 desk ornaments. But Shelby, what if the camera that inspires me to shoot's a really expensive one? sucks. Ultimately, get a camera that allows you to further your creative ability. If you like underwater stuff, don't. It's expensive. If you do video work, you don't need something that's crazy high resolution, crazy high frame rates. Just get something that's going to allow you to learn and tell stories. To be honest, for photography, I recommend something that is very bare bones. Fewer features, fewer options, the better. Because the more options you have when you're out in the field, the more decisions you have to make, the less time you're spent focusing on being creative, and the more time you're spent fiddling around with gear. Alright guys, I think that wraps up this video. I don't know if it was coherent enough. I hope it was helpful to some degree. I guess I just want you guys to focus on shooting better, telling stories, conveying feeling over the latest and greatest gear. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, or don't. That's perfectly okay too. It would be nice to see this channel grow, but ultimately this is just a way for me to express myself and be less introverted, so here I am. Until next time, 2.